But we're going to do what we do best here. You want to know why? Because this is the preview show where we talk about a couple of sleepers. So let me do a little bit of justice for us. And
it's time for some fight night.
If you ain't paying attention, you're going to sleep on me and I'm going to wake you up.
Listen, man, don't sleep on these folks, right? AJ, start us off. Who's your first?
Exactly, Derek. Like you said, don't sleep on it. These are two young dudes coming up hot. I got first up Gabriel Green versus Philip Rowe. Now, the gifted Gabe Green is very underrated, but he's one hell of a scrapper, okay? He's old enough in the game to know not to stand and trade, but there's still a lot of dog in him where he's going to do exactly that. Now, Philip Rowe, he's long, lanky, and he's going to make you pay from a distance, and he shows great heart back in the Dana White Contender Series. And, man, I'm expecting exciting, flashy, a lot of energy coming into this fight, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Who you got for your first sleeper?
My first sleeper, I'm going with the women's strawweights in this one. I got Poliana Viana, the Brazilian who's known for knocking Amanda Ribas out back in 2015 versus Mallory Martin, who is, listen, man, she's 4-1 in her last 5. She got a crazy comeback victory over Hannah Cifers in her last outing, and she's kind of come up through LFA and Invicta. And why this is a sleeper is because Poliana Viana, all 11 wins have come by either knockout or submission. No decision wins on her record. And as for Mallory Martin, man, she really needs a win to start creeping closer to that top 15. So ultimately with Viana right now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, man. I think she's on the 3-fight losing skid right now, so she needs a win if she wants to avoid potentially being cut in this cold game that is the UFC. So this is going to be a scrap, man. Tune in for this one. What's next, AJ?
Next up for me, Derek, I got a fight that feels like it should have happened a long time ago, but it's happening now, thankfully. So I got Diego Lima versus Bilal Muhammad, all right? Now, for a long time, I've been praising the AT&T Brazilians for exactly that, their savagery, and Limo's no different. Technically strong and not afraid to bleed, right? Bilal's no slump either. Great pressure, has a hell of a heart, and their techniques really match up well. Diego Lima is going to push forward. Bilal Muhammad fights really well off the back foot, throwing counters. Someone's going down. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see who it is. Who you got for your second?
Well, first, man, that Diego Lima versus Bilal Muhammad, it's surprising. You hear those names, you think they on a main card or something like that. To see that this is on the prelims, man, for free, yeah, y'all got to tune in for this one, man. So my last sleeper, because we're only doing 2 apiece since this is a pay-per-view bout, is a former ranked fighter, man, Jillian Robertson, fighting at women's flyweight, is facing off against Miranda Fear the Maverick, man. Her last name is actually Maverick. It's a pretty badass name overall, I do have to say that. But listen, Jillian Robertson, man, she's 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off a nasty loss to Tyler Santos, who, was very surprising. A lot of people didn't really think that. She was a betting underdog on that one, so I guess that is there to be said. But ultimately, this is the story for Jillian Robertson. 6 submission wins, only been subbed once, versus Miranda Maverick, who also has 6 submission wins, but has never been submitted. Now, Miranda Maverick is big for the division. She's got real deal power, but she has a lot less experience because she basically came out of Invicta, whereas Jillian Robertson entered the UFC with only 5 wins. So she kind of grew up here. This is going to be really interesting because if Maverick can pull off a very decisive win, she just fast-tracked her way up to damn near the top 15 after only 1 fight. This would be her 2nd fight in the UFC, but that's crazy to enter the top 15 that quickly. It's kind of like a Manel Kopp. He didn't enter the top 15, but he's in my top 15, so there's that. So tune into this one. This is also the first fight of the night, so this is going to be a good one. Tune in early.